So today we'll be learning how to make an animation using the HTML canvas element. This animation will be shown right in the box, and that's what we're going to make. So to begin, go to your text editor and your files or whatever. So first we're going to have a function called draw, and from my function draw does it, and the function draw is also over here, and button, click attribute. Here's our canvas. It has an ID of canvas. The width and height are obviously right here. So now we're going to start beginning with animating it with JavaScript. First we need to draw a shape, but to draw a shape we first need to store the canvas and be able to manipulate it. So we're going to create a variable called canvas, and we're going to get the canvas element. So we're going to get a bytes ID. Our bytes ID was canvas, not canvas. So now we're going to get the context of this. So the variable context, and the canvas dot. Oops. My gosh. Get context, and the context will be in. We'll only have 2 dimensions, so 2D. Now, first thing we're going to do, we're going to display something on the screen. So let's make a simple rectangle. So fill rectangle, and the first parameter will be the x coordinates of the top left hand corner of our rectangle, and let's just set that to 50. And the same thing, the second parameter is the same thing except the y coordinates, so let's also set this to 50. And the next will be 2 of the sides, the short side and the long side of the rectangle. So 100, so let's just make it a square. And so we can save this. Now we can go here, reload our page, and hit begin. And see, now we have a nice little rectangle. We can go back to our code here, but to make it animate. Animation is really just a picture that's constantly changing to make it look like it's moving. So the square to move be right here. Then we show it right here. Then we show it right here. Then we show it right here. So it looks like it's going like that. So we have to first show it and get rid of it. But in this we're going to be repeating the whole thing, like programming, so each line by line. So we want, and every like millisecond or whatever, it's going to do that. So we can't have the fill rect first, then get rid of it. We have to have the get rid of it, then the fill rect. So context dot clear rect. And we're going to clear. It's practically the same thing as this, except instead of filling it, we're getting rid of it. So, but I'm just going to clear a rectangle that's the size of the entire canvas. So, is that 550 or 500? No, 550. And so we're clearing it here, and then we're showing it down here. But we want the X position to move because we're going to move it across, right? So, and remember our coordinates X and Y. So we can make this the parameter X. But now X wants to get bigger because every time we're repeating this. So X getting bigger every time would be X plus equals like 5 or something. And now we have to repeat this every whatever, like 10 milliseconds. So we have to make our timer and set the time out. Sorry, it's a bit confusing. It's just a big string because we need to put the things in, And we're doing this every 10 milliseconds, so it's going to be kind of smooth. We can save this, go back to our browser, reload, and begin. And see, you have your own little animation. It goes from here to there. Remember, when we did it, it started up here, went kind of like down like that, and then swoosh. So what we're going to do, is we're going to make it so that this is what has to come down kind of at an angle and then turn like this. So remember, this is the Y position. So make it come at an angle, we have to change the X and the Y. So we'll just set this to X. But now, when it stops and just moving X, right? Then that means we stop this. So we then have to make an if statement, right? So before we clear, we're always going to be clearing the X, or the vector, right? So now we're going to check if X is bigger than 25. Yeah, bigger than 25. And if it's bigger than 25, then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to context fill a rectangle, except this rectangle isn't going to have that. So it would be like, what would it be? So if it's going down 25, oh yeah, that'd be 25 then. So X 25, then the same rectangle. Not that good. But then now we have to put this in the else. And come back up here. And let's just tidy things up. So JS2 format, there we go. Now it's all good. I can save this, go back to our browser, and begin. And look at that. The animation, oh yeah, this is, it'll take a while to explain why it does that. Because we haven't made the rectangle, it's still continuing. But anyways, yep, and this is basically it, guys.